What's going on, y'all? 805 Just here. Just 805, representing the entire 805, Ventura County. Shout out to all my 805ers. Will always be a lifer. Um, Real quick, I put out a short, really technically yesterday, for those who are watching this. And I was up at like 1 a.m. Most of y'all know I have a newborn daughter who's going on 6 months old, 7 months, 6 months. I think she's going on 6 months old, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, listen, it's busy around here, so y'all just gotta understand and ride with me. But anyway, I was up at 1 a.m. I think I had just put her to sleep, put her back in her bassinet, and I don't know, something randomly came to me where I just felt like I needed to make a quick short, kind of talking about the Lakers specifically during the time of Shaq and Kobe, when we had that duo. This is post Showtime Lakers dynasty after Magic and Kareem and James Worthy and Michael Cooper and everybody from those years. This is after Pat Riley. This is Phil Jackson's time as head coach after coaching the Bulls throughout the 90s. And basically, in the short, if you didn't see it, I basically said we people in general got to put more respect on Shaq and Kobe. I think there's a lot of what's the term? I think it's recency bias when it comes to teams that have won multiple championships or even just one championship, and they have maybe two players that play well together, and people forget, at least in my opinion, that the greatest combination I've ever seen on a basketball court in the NBA professionally was the Shaq and Kobe Lakers, that three-peat team. And just for the obvious reasons, or the reasons that I think most people know, you have Shaq come from Orlando, you have Kobe get drafted by actually Charlotte, but traded to the Lakers in that draft. And you have a young Kobe who's raw and talented, great vertical guy, leapers, can jump out the gym, attacks the basket, and he's young and brash. And then you have Shaq, who's kind of a veteran now, and he just naturally ends up playing the big brother role. And this was early in my lifetime. I'm a child of the '90s, grew up in the '90s. Moved into adulthood in the 2000s, I would say. Um, Watching that in real time, a lot of these, I would say, not kids, but, the younger generation now, those that were born, after, I would say, 98, 99, after 2000, they weren't alive to see it happen in real time. So for me, being from Southern California, being from the Central Coast, and not too far from L.A., it was just different. It was like being on top of the world when you were a fan of the Lakers, when you were part of the Laker Nation at that time, because we had so much potential. The Lakers had just got done playing in the Great Western Forum, moving on to the Staples Center that was brand new right there, smack dab in the middle of LA. And now you have Kobe. He's refined his skills. A lot of people remember, I think my father might have watched the game live where Kobe shot those air balls against Utah in the playoffs, and Shaq was there to kind of pick him up and tell him to keep his head up. We got to see Kobe go from that to Froby, Kobe with the fro, Kobe with the signature Adidas line, Kobe with the Sprite endorsements. We got to see him grow and mature. And then you got to see Shaq just kind of continue to be dominant. And we won three in a row. We, ended up running up against the Detroit Pistons, who are a really young team with a lot of talent, and they were really aggressive, and we lost. I think that was kind of the last straw there. But for the time that we had, for the time that Shaq, Kobe, and Phil Jackson and those many role players had, I think sometimes you got to go back and do your research. You got to do the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Do your Googles. That was a good team. That we had some good rosters. I would say between 96 and 2003, 2004. To me, that is right below the Showtime Lakers of the 80s, because we had a great starting five. You think of guys like Rick Fox, and then we had great role players coming off the bench. We had AC Green, we have Devin George, Robert Ory, Brian Shaw. We just had a great overall system under Phil Jackson there and under Jerry Buss, when he was alive. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. I'll always be a Laker fan. I'll always be a fan of the Lakers. Obviously, we've won since then. Kobe won with Paul Gasol, and LeBron ended up winning with AD and Anthony Davis. But to this day, I've never seen a 1-2 punch like Shaq and Kobe. You got a big man, you got a guard, you can win that way. And we did. And if you go back in history, you'll see that with other teams, other classic NBA teams like the Knicks. If you go back and look at, way back to the early Lakers, if you look at, Jerry West and Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, those type of teams, the Sixers. So anyway, I had to get that off my chest. I want to give a shout out to Laker Nation. Shout out to all the Laker fans out there, all the fans of the Lakers around the world, but especially those who support the Lakers here in Southern California. Much love. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Have a good weekend. Peace, peace.